So it's time to put to test the PING PLD milled putters. Remember guys, if you like our videos, please hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends. Right, this is what I would call a no-nonsense looking putter. Right, it feels soft, it feels very, very nice off the putter face. So, classic Ping. What is there to say? I mean, it is a forged putter, milled. Apparently this takes 4 hours to build this one, so Ping have taken their time with this one, that is for sure. There's 6 different models, some classics in the Anser and the Anser 2. The one I've got in my hand, the DS72, is the one that Viktor is using or has used. It looks great, and I think what Ping are talking about is going back to where they were brilliant at putters back in the day. They've lost their way over the last few years with putters, and they know that, and they've brought out something here that is going to rival any feel of any putter on the market. It looks like a Ping. I hope, through test, it definitely feels like a Ping. So, I used to use a Ping. My first putter was a Ping Anser back in the day, so I've got an affinity to Ping putters. So it'll be great to put this to test. We're going to put it on Sam Putt Lab. We're going to get some numbers, and I'm going to give you my feedback on how good this putter actually is. So initial reaction, sitting it down behind the ball, is, if I'm brutally honest guys, this isn't going to be my type of putter. Reason being is, nothing against Ping with this style and this model, but I'm an Anser guy. I love an Anser. I love that kind of traditional looking. This is pretty good, you know, it's okay, but for me as a golfer, it's not going to sit my eye. However, I can see its appeal. So some of the detail in here that's really, really interesting. So a traditional Ping putter always has this slightly thicker top line here. Now, I like that. I think that's going to come across in the Anser as well. I like that this is what I would call a no-nonsense looking putter. There's no silly alignment aids and big chaotic colours everywhere. It's a good looking traditional putter. So let's see how it feels. I'm going to hit a couple of putts here on Sam, and let's get some data. So immediate feedback is it feels milled, right? It feels soft. It feels very, very nice off the putter face. You can hear that real nice sense of feedback that comes from putter, and for me, especially if you're playing on quick greens, I love that feeling. So let's have a little look at the Sam numbers and see what that says. So I tend to like to look at Sam and the way it helps different players select the type of style putter, but we've put the PLD on Sam today. A lot of this numbers will be based on my putting performance, so you can see I'm really consistently bad at aiming the putter, always aim it slightly open. Direction for me is always a little bit in to out. I close the face nicely, so something with a little bit of a toe hang. Not this particular type of putter, so if I was to balance that, something with a little bit more toe hang like the Anser is why I prefer it. But we putted pretty well with that. We holded a few putts, so it was quite nice. Not a great path there, but you know, that's my lack of playing. Impact spot, well, at least I strike the middle. That's a pretty good thing to do. Now, one of the things that is interesting, and I've always struggled with this with Ping putters, is the launch. So this can be changed through the neck design and certain other factors, but also it's something that I've always seen with Ping putters, that I tend to pop them up a little bit higher for some reason. So I've always had to spend a lot of time in changing the hosel position or style, but also even getting the putter de-lofted. You know, I've had Ping putters before de-lofted to maybe 1.5, 2 degrees just to get it rolling where I want it rolling. So there's some interesting information on there. Overall, however, this is based around feel. You know, I can tell you about this model and how good this model is for an individual. However, all of the PLD range are going to feel the same. So we've taken into account how a player looks and what a player likes to look at is important, very critically important when we're putting. But the feel of any, whether it be this model or any of the others, is going to be similar. It feels soft, it feels forged, it feels incredibly controllable. I've always worried with some modern putters that the ball tends to pop off the face. You definitely don't get that feeling with PLD. It feels like Ping have got back to their best with this putter. The models are clean. They've got the black and the satin finish. I'm not a big fan of the black heads, but that's just, again, it's a personal preference. I can see why they are popular, but for me, the traditional Anser in the satin would be the one to go for. So overall, PLD, Ping, bringing Ping back into the putter game nice and strong. The Ping PLD, it's marked as AF Golf score out of 50. So we always start with look. Well, as I said before, it's a classic Ping. It's back looking fantastic, back to their best. I'm going to go 8 out of 10. I like a lot of this putter. It's obviously going to vary on which model you use. Unlike the irons that we've tested and woods that we've tested in the past, the putter has that variation of models. But for me, 8 out of 10 for PLD. The feel, again, like I've said in the test, it felt unbelievably that nice controlled strike. So I'm going to go as high as 9 out of 10 for feel. I think it's one of the best feeling putters I've tested in a long, long time. So affordability, no putter is cheap nowadays, and this one certainly isn't. £379 for a Ping putter is not, it's top end, right? But I can see why. The technology that's gone into it, the craftsmanship that's gone into it. However, it's still £380 for a putter. If it performs, great. If it puts the ball in the hole, great. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10 for affordability. Customization, well, Ping do what they do best. They are able to customize this in lie and length and whatnot. But again, look guys, this is a putter. There's not that much you can do. You can change the shaft and whatnot, but overall, customization is as good as anyone else. It's a putter. Let's go 6 out of 10. Performance, well, again, I'm sure this is very, very subjective. If you hole putts with it, you're going to say it's performed better than a guy that doesn't hole putts. For me, it's overall look, it's overall feel. The performance of this putter, the kind of control off the face means that it really does perform nicely. I would be really happy to put the PLD range into my bag. That's how much I like it, and I don't change my putters very often. So overall, I'm going to give the performance score an 8 out of 10. So that gives us the PLD a massive score of 37 out of 50. So there we go. That concludes the Ping PLD testing and review here at AF Golf Store. Remember, if you like our video, guys, please head over and hit that subscribe button. Please tell all your golfing friends. And if you want to test any of the PLD putters, please head into your local AF Golf Store, where our guys are happy to fit you, happy to help you using SAM technology and making sure that the Ping PLD, if it's the one for you, is fitted correctly.